The heat is on. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci, and heat wave number 5 is now with us in South Jersey. At least more than likely here. We did get above 90 degrees on the mainland today, up to 91, and that is only going to stay with us through Friday. And again, that would give us our fifth inland heat wave of the year. No heat wave over at the shore here. Temperatures will stay in the 80s throughout this time. And actually, the last time we had a heat wave at the shore, days or more of 90-degree heat, 2011 at Atlantic City Marina. And this, of course, comes with plenty of high heat indices. We're going to be in the low to mid 100s for Thursday. You're going to be talking about some potential problems with heat related illnesses when you get to that level here. Now, this is just something we've seen more of over the past couple of decades. According to Climate Central, we've seen 11 more days with a heat index over 90 degrees than we did in 1979. And that's only going to increase with time. So it's always important to make sure you have air conditioning or make sure that you do have fans to at least circulate some of that air. Taking a look at our dew points as we go on throughout the week, they are staying high all throughout the period, muggy to oppressive, probably peaking on Thursday with widespread dew points in the mid 70s. And we're getting plenty of tropical air. We have that tap to the tropics around Florida into the Midwest and then eventually our way. And that's because the jet stream, the river of air that separates cooler air to the north and warmer air to the south, stays to our north. And as a result, it can allow that humid air to come on in. Zooming out to the tropics, we have three areas that we're watching out for development by the time we get to Sunday, including one that has a 70% risk. Good news, no impact for us here in South Jersey. Maybe some swells and rip currents as we go into the weekend, but overall, largely a non-issue for us here. But we could be talking about Ida, Julian, and even Kate by the time we get towards this time next week. We still have plenty of hurricane season to go. For our Tuesday night, temperatures sliding through the 80s into the 70s, and lows will be around 70. Now, I was in Long Beach Island on Monday night, and I saw fog develop towards midnight, and we're going to see the same as we go into our Tuesday night as well. Otherwise, it's fairly seasonable. Then as we go into our Wednesday morning, temperatures rising through the 70s into the 80s on a mostly sunny sky. Wednesday itself, 91 on the mainland, 84 at the shore. So we do get a little bit of a sea breeze. Basically, what's happening is our winds are light and variable throughout this period. So your winds might be south and then west and then turn to the north a little bit. But I will say at the shore, we are going to actually get a southeasterly wind as we go on throughout the afternoon with that cooling sea breeze. And that will bring, again, those temperatures in the 80s as opposed to the 90s. Water temps are in the low to mid 70s here. So still staying a little bit above average here. And rip current risk is low finally for us here. So a great day to be in the water. We go into Wednesday night, same story. We're talking about a muggy night, a night with some fog that develops towards midnight, more like Miami this time than Margate, at least for August standards, with lows in the low to mid 70s. And then we go into Thursday, low 90s on the mainland, mid 80s at the shore. We do have that southwest wind, but a sea breeze will develop again on the island. Then as we go into our weekend, take a look at this. We will be talking about areas of showers and thunderstorms as we go into the weekend. Now, the good news is it is not a washout by any extent. Way more than half of your weekend will be dry. But on the other hand, there's really no rhyme or reason to these storms. Most of them are going to happen during the afternoon, but I still wouldn't rule out something during the morning hours. Now, before I wrap up, I want to give a big shout out to the Long Beach Township Field Station for having me come by to their brand new place in Holgate, way at the southern end of the island. Beautiful piece of property. It's right on the bay. Great views, great sunset, I should add, as we talked about hurricane season, with some of you as well who've been following along for years. So it's actually good to see some faces, some familiar faces from social media and beyond. So really nice night here. Taking a look at our mainland 7-day forecast. Friday's 91 degrees. It's a humid day. And as we go into our Saturday, we do get that cool down because winds will turn to the south and east, and that will help to bring some showers and eventually thunderstorms as we go into Saturday and Sunday. Again, neither day is a washout, but just something to keep in mind both days. So I think your barbecues are okay, your outdoor exercise is okay, but if you were making the trek from, let's say, Bridgeton all the way to the shore for the day, maybe not the best weekend to do so. As we go into Monday and Tuesday, we are going to be a little bit drier. Monday will be rain free, and we will see temperatures rise a little bit here. For the latest in South Jersey weather, you can follow me on social media, or of course, you can always come to our website because we have the most in-depth info there, and you can find that at pressabac.com/weather.